So now it's time for me to step back onto the road to experience some 4Matic Plus on-road performance, another four-wheel drive car, a very different kind though, and a different expert for the next segment, Felix.
Hi Felix, good to see you. How are you
Good
doing?
to see you too. Pretty good.
Welcome to the new GLC 63 Coupe with a 4Matic Plus four-wheel drive. It's an intelligent four-wheel drive system, and today I'm going to show you what this car can do on-road.
All right, I'd say let's go for it right now.
Let's jump in and start.
The scene is getting crowded, I'ma ride my own way. I don't need your approval, I'ma go my own way. My daddy told me to be first, you finish last place. The world show me one way, I'ma go my own. Ride my own, ay 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 ay. Ride my own, ay 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 ay. Ride my own, ay 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 ay. Ride my own, ay 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 ay. Hey, Kelly Slater with the way that I ride to be, we never falling off. Yeah, revolutionary music, we throwing these bars like a Molotov. Yeah, kill 'em with kindness, my wisdom, my weapon, my power is truth. I've seen the way that you rap and you live, and I know that authentic means nothing to you. Oh, you know what that means? Your team has taken more L's than the DNC. Ride my own, ay 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 ay. Ride my own, ay 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 ay. Ride my own, ay 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 ay. Ride my own, ay 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 ay.
This is the so-called mountain road. It's a track usually used for Daimler colleagues who are testing their shifting programs. Today we are going to use this a little bit different.
I mean, this looks like a normal country road, and it is within the premises of this testing facility.
We have exclusive booking on this track right now, so we won't be bothered by anybody else.
Nice.
So let's have some fun.
I have to say, like, coming from the G-Class back to back now on the smooth surface, it's so different.
Yeah, I can imagine. Although the G-Class is also quite performing on road, its main track is the off-road track. And this car here is significantly different. It loves the track. What is our 4Matic Plus in this car? 4Matic Plus in this car is pretty similar to the same system as it is in the E63S or in the GT.
Yes,
yeah,
because we've seen that system in the GT in a couple videos actually, and it's amazing how much grip you get. I mean, the level of grip in the GT is just nuts, but I mean, that's a sports car. It's a four-door sports car. Yeah. Whereas this, the GLC, started its life as an SUC.
And it somewhere still is. Yeah, it is lowered, it is stiffer, it is more performing. But as you said, it is somewhere as an SUC. But due to the fact that it is equipped with the 4Matic Plus four-wheel drive system, this one is really performing. Yeah. So, do you know how a standard four-wheel drive system in a Mercedes-Benz is working?
I got a rough idea how it works.
Yeah, in a typical Mercedes-Benz, you have a so-called planetary differential. Yeah, so it's a central differential system that distributes the torque and power from motor and engine between the front and the rear axle in a given ratio. Yeah, in a Mercedes-Benz, it's typically either a 45-55 ratio or a 31-69 ratio.
The majority at the back of the car.
Yeah, this system is not really related to this. Yeah, so the housing looks a little bit different, but the interiors are way more different. In this car, we are having, instead of a differential, a classical differential gear set, we're having a multiple clutch system. This means how much torque we are moving to the front axle is defined by how much pressure and how much slip we have in this clutch. And this clutch is controlled with an electric motor, yeah, and some cool and fancy mechanics in between. This enables us to control exactly in which situation we have how many Newton meters of torque on the front. And this enables what we see right here, a car that is able to steer into corners more like a sports estate or a sports coupe than an SUC.
I hope you guys can see this, but I can't believe how quick we're going with a GLC around this road. It's crazy.
Something pretty special about our 4Matic Plus system, that it's an active cool system. So it is really equipped with an oil heat exchanger and is in the same coolant circle as the gearbox.
And no other manufacturer has that.
Not that we know of. Yeah, and this really is a benefit because it allows us to keep that high level of performance of the car for a very long amount of time.
And to be thinking that this car, that like the regular GLC, such a high car, high center of gravity, and what AMG has made of it, it's absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's a completely different car.
A normal GLC couldn't do this at all. It just wouldn't. Even if you would turn off all the electronics, it couldn't corner like this.
So still, when you push it back into comfort mode and just let it do its thing, it remains the same comfortable, perfectly
Absolutely.
fine family car.
Yeah.
This is so crazy. This is so crazy.
And I think I haven't promised too much, yeah. So this track, this mountain road here in Immendingen, it is pretty much the perfect track to show you the capabilities of our four-wheel drive system.
Oh yes, and this is a
We have
perfect.
small turns, we have large turns, we have fast turns, we have slow turns. So you really see and feel the difference in the performance.
And this is a perfect showcase for on-road 4Matic Plus 4-wheel drive performance, for sure.
I don't wanna be rude, but I hope you never find another that can care for you. And I had a feeling I was wrong, but I knew that it was going down. Then you lied.
Right now I talked a lot about our central differential, so the major component of our 4Matic Plus system. But to be honest, I need to tell you about one component more in the car. Yeah. So this car is equipped with a rear axle that has an electronic limited slip differential. Yeah, so we are not only having an intelligent four-wheel drive system, but also we have our high-performance limited slip differential that is controlled by an electronic motor. And the combination of those two systems is what really empowers the car to behave like it behaves and to perform like it performs. Without the electronic limited slip differential, the car wouldn't be so quick in its reactions.
So you can also, with that electric motor, influence the difference in rotational speed between the left and right rear wheel.
Yeah. You can also actively control how much slip you allow between the rear axles, the rear wheels, and how much not.
Wow.
Yeah.
So two intelligent diffs pretty much in the car?
Yeah. Yeah. And they are knowing what the other one is doing. Yeah. So they are not really communicating with each other, but they're knowing what the other one is doing because they are linked over the chassis buses, over the network that is communicating all over the vehicle, and this established those two systems to know what the other is doing, and therefore they can react on the performance of the other one. An interesting figure maybe for people to get some sort of feeling. Yeah. So the time that needs to pass between the situation where the central differential system has no torque on the front axle and the maximum torque that it can apply is less than 150 milliseconds.
Okay.
So this one is fast.
It is fast. Oh, as fast as the car. This is crazy. I think we're gonna have to let the tires cool off for a while.
Yeah, and the brakes. Yeah.